Hello and welcome to the Adventures of Plonk, a spin-off of Reserve Inspirations D&D campaign. I'm Aaron, your Galaxy Master, and I'm joined by my friends and players, Christina playing Plonk, the Redan Rogue Assassin, John as Tagartha, the Gold Dragon-born Metallurgician Sorcerer, and Mike playing Cal, the Aarakocra Battle Master Fighter. Just a reminder, new episodes of The Adventures of Plonk air on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 7 more episodes. If you are a patron on Patreon, you'll have next morning access to each episode, and if not, they will be available on YouTube the following Sunday morning. If you haven't seen our main campaign, you can check that out on Twitch Fridays at 7 p.m. And stay tuned after this episode for the 4th installment of Just the Tips, where I talk about the differences between playing in person around a table and playing virtually online. So, is there, that was real quick, just ran through that. Is there any other announcements that anyone wants to make mention to?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, then I guess it's time for a recap. I'll continue to talk. So the last time on the Adventures of Plonk, Plonk was deposited on an alien planet, Acheron, alone by the elemental entity known as the Creator, to defeat and capture the essence of a fire titan. She met and quickly gained the trust of 2 soldiers, Tagartha, commander of a unit of Gold Dragonborn, and Cal, a far-from-home protector wielding 2 shields. After a few close brushes with death, the party was able to defeat this titan and gather its essence in a used potion vial. The Creator then picked up said vial and told Plonk to head to the 7th layer of hell to locate her next quarry. Seeing the impossible task ahead of her, Plonk's new allies helped her charter a starship and decided to accompany her and assist where they can. And that's what we're going to be picking up today. So, yeah. So last we kind of left off, if I remember correctly, you were all in this starship and you were heading toward the crazy lightning airplane that you needed to, or the plane of air that you needed to pass through. Yeah, we're gonna say, I say airplane, and then everyone's like, "Oh, it's an airplane." What?
I resent that. I was not ever going to say anything like that.
I think I actually, someone, whether this campaign or the other, said that.
It was probably me.
Most likely.
I thought we were in a spaceship, not an airplane.
So, you are all in the darkness of space. Though there is a slight blue glow, as the sun for this sector of the galaxy is a blue sun. It's kind of like a dwarf star. So, yeah, you have this slight blue glow emanating around you, and you have been traveling for a little bit of time, and you haven't really seen much. You've seen planets in the distance and asteroids and other space phenomena, but you've not really come to your destination at the moment. So the 3 of you have been traveling for maybe 3 or 4 days at this point. What are you doing in this tiny, compact little ship?
How much food do we have?
I was gonna say, do we eat?
If I remember correctly, the Dragonborn outfitted you all with, I think, a week's supply of food.
Thank you.
Cool. All right.
So I think you should be okay. It's been, like I said, 3.5 days. We'll go with that at this point. So you have roughly half of your journey to be completed.
I'm pretty sure I ate a lot of it because I was starving.
Oh, yeah.
True. So you ate a full day's rations.
Oh yeah.
In an hour.
Yeah.
I ate a full day's ration and then took a fat nap.
Well deserved, though. Well deserved.
Oh, yeah.
So, is there any conversation the 3 of you would like to have before we move on to the next thing, the next event?
I don't think so.
Not particularly.
I'm just kind of trying to sleep and rest as much as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. So that means Cal and Tagartha, you guys are kind of at the helm while Plonk is sleeping.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Tagartha, you're driving, right?
So you are flying this airship or this spaceship, and Cal's your best bud sitting next to you there. Anything you have nothing to talk about. So as 3.5 days goes by of silence,
Oh, did you see that, sir?
Yeah. Yes.
you make your way to the very outer rim of a violent storm that is raging through space. Lightning is crackling in just pretty much every direction that you can see. You can also tell, cut from the distance you're at, that the exterior of whatever this cloud or this plane that you're about to enter into, the exterior, it's the wind is insane. It's going to be very difficult to keep steady your ship through this storm. And I believe, Cal, the Beastlands is very close by this plane, and so you know from the past that it's not normally like this. Normally, there's 2 wind barrier walls, and there's just silence and nothingness in the center, in between the 2 layers.
Huh.
Occasionally, a violent storm will roll through that inner section, but that's about it. Now, it's raging nonstop, constantly at every point. You look as far down to the left-hand side and as far down to the right-hand side as you can see, and it's just storms and rain and wind. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take that back. There's no rain. It's not wet. It's just dry air and lightning. Sorry, but you come to this wall. What would you like to do?
I think we need to avoid this as much as we possibly can.
What if we can go straight through?
I don't know that would be wise. Do you think this ship could handle it?
No.
Well, do you think it gets better as we go in?
A
I
little
don't know for sure.
Isn't it on the outside of a storm that's the worst part?
Oh yeah, the eye of the storm,
No, the eye is the best part to be in.
the center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about weather, I believe.
You can make a nature check, Cal, if you'd like.
I don't think so either. I don't know.
I will make a nature check, and I will add to it my -1. Ooh, well, I mean, that's still a 16.
All right. So yeah, you're taking a look at it, and judging from what you can see and what you know about the plane itself, you would assume that it would get a little less violent inside. You don't know if it's going to be just as rough as you get to the other exterior.
But will we even make it inside is the question.
Right. That is
That
the
is
question.
the question, yes.
Do you see any spot where it might like let up a bit? Can anybody see anything?
It's going in all directions.
It doesn't look like there is any safe spot.
Should we just go for it?
I don't know that we have any other choice.
There's nothing stopping us other than this. I think we should conquer it.
Well, Tagartha, you are flying, so if you would like to make that first move, by all means,
Yes,
head right in.
I'm going for it. I hit like the thrusters and like blast right into it.
Yes. All right. I love it. Love the enthusiasm.
Yep.
As you fly forward, I need a survival check as these lightning bolts are flying, like crackling out at you.
All of us.
And as the
No,
ship gets
just
destroyed,
Tagartha.
Six.
6. Yeah, so as you're heading in, you're like, oh, this shouldn't be a problem at all. And as soon as you start to head in, the wind currents begin to grab the front of the ship and start to throw it, like you toss it and turn it back around. And as you try to take control of it, lightning just crackles into and hits the ship. And you can see like a blast of flame, like a spark of energy on the side. And the systems in the ship temporarily and then repower back up. You are now starting to enter into this storm, and the ship is constantly just rocking and slamming. Everyone needs to get seated and put your seatbelts on, otherwise you're going to get thrown around.
there are enough seats for us all, right?
There are 4 seats in this.
Okay, all right, cool.
This pod.
Over.
So, Tagartha, as you're trying to control this thing, the first leg of it was unfortunately unsuccessful, but give me another survival check. Is there anything that you're doing, Cal, to assist as you are at the helm seat?
Is there anything I can do to assist at the helm seat?
Try to maybe boost shields so that if lightning hits again, it doesn't have...
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. I don't remember what role that is, though.
No problem. I'll make an investigation check.
11.
Oh, good. Another good one.
So this time, Tagartha, as you get through that initial wave of the energy and you're able to kind of, I wouldn't say steady by any means, but you're able to get it steady enough. You're still getting rocketed around, but you're able to, as the lightning is striking out, you're able to kind of swerve out of the way of the lightning bolts at this point. What do you got going on, Cal?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right, so you see
full shields.
Tagartha, as you're focusing on flying, Plonk, you just see Cal just start zoning in on this, and he just starts clicking buttons, pulling levers at the helm seat, and all of a sudden you both see this the shield, which is like a clear kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? Just like a barrier, a clear barrier around the ship. You see it kind of get almost brighter and like a slight tinge of like an orange to it, and it looks like it's in maximum proficiency at the moment, which is good because lightning continues to strike. Let's see what we got here.
Punk's holding on to her seat like.
So you got another strike to the side, and this one was a natural 20. So luckily, you had the natural 20 on your shields. Your shields do not fully go down, but they're back to where they were before after this strike. It was a direct hit on the ship, Tagartha. But as you continue to swerve, and I need one more survival check until you hit the eye. Or the center, I should say, of this.
You're not doing so great with that one die. You might want to.
9.
9, yeah. So this time, right, you can kind of see where the storm is subsiding in the distance, and you're like, oh, we can make this. And you give it all you've got. But as you do, there's an updraft, and the ship just gets pulled straight up, and now you're in an upward arc. I need you to make another survival check to try to level out that ship, or it's going to be catastrophic.
15.
15. Okay, yes.
That's better. Okay.
Yeah, you get thrown up on this updraft, and you were able to kind of twist the ship and kind of curve back around and maintain the correct course. And after about another 10 minutes or so, you cut through this last burst of wind, and you come out into just black silence. There's nothing. You don't see light from stars besides the storm on either side of you in the far frontward distance, and then right behind you. nothingness, just blackness.
Is there a possibility we can go down?
You could, looking down, it looks infinitely dark. You look up, same thing. You are currently stuck between two massive storms.
Well, the little one was wrong. We're stuck.
I don't think I was wrong. I said that the middle of the storm would be better than the outside. And I was right. Look, there's no storm anywhere.
Except all around us.
Yeah, but at least we're not in the lightning anymore.
How are the ship systems at the moment?
They're not too bad. Every once in a while, it kind of fluctuates, and you don't lose power, but it kind of like you can see that it's every once in a while it's kind of like when you're learning how to drive standard and it kind of bucks a little bit. You kind of get that little bit of a buck every once in a while.
Do we still have our shield up?
Yes, it's very faint. It's just a regular basic shield at this point. And with the fluctuating power, actually, give me an intelligence check, all of you. Which is, I know, everyone's best at. Actually, that's not bad for Takartha.
That is a 12.
Well, okay. Plonk.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
12.
17.
Ooh. The two of you, Tagartha and Cal, the two of you are thinking, oh, we might want to boost these shields back up. But when you're about to do so, it's like,
Yeah.
we don't really have a lot of power. And you can, as you can see, the ship kind of fluctuating with its power. Shields may not be the best idea at this point.
I know. I think we should keep going, though. We need to keep going.
We do need to break through.
What?
Are we sure we know what's on the other side?
There's no way to tell right now.
Nope.
We
She's
just want
right.
to keep going.
I think we go for it.
We need to.
Slowly, but whoa.
I was gonna turn the thrusters
Full
on and
throttle.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's the question. Do you want to go full throttle through and just try to barrel ass through, or do you want to try to take it slow and try to avoid lightning?
We went fast and it still hit us. We go slow, it's gonna hit us more. Potentially.
We might be able to maneuver around a bit better at a lower speed.
Right. So then I'll turn the thrusters on half speed and just.
All right. I will say, judging from you, because you went full thrusters into the initial, you had a hard time getting in with the initial one, even with thrusters at full. I would maybe recommend going full thrusters at the start and then slowing it down, because you're never going to enter into that.
It's almost break the
whirlwind.
barrier.
Yeah, so go full thrusters into it, and then once you're in, kind of slow it down and keep an eye. Let's do it. Let's give it a survival check. Full thrusters.
Come on.
15.
15. Oh, yeah. You have learned that the best way to do it is kind of start up higher and kind of nose dive into it instead of going straight in. You can kind of cut through the wind a lot better that way. So you start out doing that by going barrel assing straight forward and then cutting down right into one of the wind gusts. And you're able to kind of even out, avoiding all lightning at this point. Moving through, I will need another survival check There's a few to get through this one. Anything that you want to do at the helm? Keep in mind your power's low.
18.
18. Okay.
Is there a way that I can increase power? Like,
You would need an engineer to work on your power core.
hmm.
Well, what's it look like?
The power core? You want to go look at the power core?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you
We need more power. I don't know anything about it, but I'll take a look.
Perfect. So you step through the really like thin door that heads to the cockpit area where there's the 4 seats, kind of where everyone sits. And immediately to your left is like a small, like you just open like this half-sized door and it's a bathroom, just like a toilet and a sink. And then on the opposite side, it's like a mini dinette kitchen situation. No, kitchenette, not dinette. Dinette section. Kitchenette, where it just has like, you know, the basic things like one burner to heat things and whatnot. You continue on, you move to, I guess what you'd call your cargo bay. It's not enough room for cargo per se, but maybe a couple crates. But there is a power core on one side and an engine on the other. And the power core, just the red ripples that generally run through it seem very diminished.
Okay. Plonk looks at it like, I'm just gonna like
Tink, tink, tink on the glass.
tink, tink, like
Does
that.
nothing.
I'm going to look for anything like being slightly unplugged in any way.
Oh yeah. Make an investigation check.
Okay. It's close. 14.
Okay. Yeah. You take a look at this cylindrical case, and down at the bottom there are these 3 almost look like pipes that kind of come out from the side and then curve straight down into what looks like into the floor. You'd assume that's where the power is being sent. Like maybe one of those is sent to the cockpit area, one is sent to the engine, so on and so forth. Maybe one's for shields, but other than that, you're not really sure. You don't see like a plug of any kind.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of start like she's gonna pick something up and just kind of start hitting stuff. not like smashing things,
Yeah.
but just being like like trying to see if it works.
All right. I need for you to roll a percentile die.
Okay.
I feel like this is terrible things are about to happen.
I can't wait.
1. The ship explodes.
30%.
30%. Okay. You tink, 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 just like knocking around in there. Nothing seems to happen, which is good because if you rolled any lower, not any lower, but a little bit lower, that would have just so.
Cool.
You're just kind of knocking it around. If you were to hit the engine with a wrench or something, probably nothing would happen. But this thing, if you hit it hard, it's probably gonna smash. And
Yeah. That's why I was like, not hard, but like.
There seems to be like a little panel on the side of it that could be unscrewed.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna do something to that.
All right. Well, they're looking. Make a quick perception check. See if you see any tools lying around.
Okay. Perception?
Yeah.
24.
24. All right. Yeah. Looking around. At first, you don't see anything, but then when you really start looking, you got to make sure this thing is working. The ship's getting rocked around. You do end up finding a small burlap sack kind of hidden behind the engine that has a few tools inside.
Okay. You said it's like a panel thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what tool I need to grab or anything. I'm just gonna
While you're fiddling around trying to decide, keep in mind you are a rogue, so you have thieves' tools.
Okay.
You think that you could probably get in there with thieves' tools as well.
Okay.
So while you're trying to figure that out, was there anything that you wanted to do, Cal? Probably not at this point, since the power.
Not at the
is-
moment, yeah. If the power's low, I don't want to take it away from engine or thrusters to boost shields or anything, and then have us dead in the water with full shields. That's not
Right.
going to be very helpful.
Tagartha, you said you got an 18 for your survival on that
Yep.
last one, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, smooth sailing for you. Oh, well, it's not smooth. It's definitely bumpy, but
Cruising through.
yeah, you're avoiding lightning bolts left and right. As you can see these wind gusts moving in front of you, you kind of try to go under, over, however you can to avoid them. It's not too rocky of a ride. You're not having a tough time back there, Plonk. So if you got your tools, I'm going to have you roll again to Gartha for the third leg of this journey through through this side of the storm. And Plonk, I need you to roll. Are you using thieves' tools or the regular tools?
Is the panel small or is it like big?
I'd say it's about 3 inches by 5 inches to 5 inches tall.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the bag of tools and be like, these look similar to my thieves' tools or whatever. So I'll use my thieves' tools instead.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. I'm not even gonna make you make a check because it's just screws you need to unscrew. But yeah, you're able to get that out. But then when you pop it open, your eyes go wide. It's just knobs, circuits, wires, all kinds of crazy stuff. Tagartha, what did you get on the roll?
12.
12. Okay. Plonk, it's not going to be a disadvantage, but if you'd like to try to make an investigation check to figure out what you think you might have to do to get it up and running.
18.
18. Nice. Yeah, so you see a couple wires in there, and you kind of follow the wires through, and it looks as though if maybe, you're not sure, but maybe if you unscrew one of the wires and you combine it with another, you might be able to circumnavigate one of the power circuits and boost power to your engines or your shields or whichever one of the things that you would like to do. But you looking at it, you think you can only boost one thing.
Okay.
And you'd have to knock out something in order to boost the other.
Knock out the lights.
Okay.
Fair.
Power.
Well, so you got shields, you got your forward thrusters, you've got your, let's see, probably your, there's a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, I would say you can, that would probably be, lights are probably built in with life support. So if you want to turn life support off for now, you can do that.
Oh!
Well,
Is there an option for like the stove?
the heat, that's also life support.
Hmm.
I am going to call for one of them to come in and
Okay.
help me.
Well, I'm driving, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's me. So
But now, John, even though you're keeping it steady through the wind with the 12, it wasn't enough to potentially avoid a lightning bolt. So there's another lightning bolt coming your way. We'll see if it hits the ship. Okay. No. So I don't even know how this is possible, but a lightning bolt is careening down at the ship, and you're like, oh, this is it. This is the end. There's no way. Another lightning bolt across from the other direction hits it and stops the ship from getting hit.
Comes down and just goes.
Yeah.
goes around the ship and continues down.
The massive metallic thing in its way. Yeah, it misses that with a natural one. So the lightning bolts now have an if.
Great.
All right. So Plonk, what did you want to do?
I call for
Oh, yes.
Cal to come in. Can somebody come help me with this?
I'll go see what she wants. You get up and head back.
You see, when you get back there, Cal, Plonk is kind of sitting Indian style, cross-legged, looking into this panel, just bewilderment, kind of.
Mighty Mo. So I have to. I can get the power, more power to the thrusters and everything, and to the ship, but I have to get rid of power from something else, and I don't know which one I should take away.
What are the options that she can take away? The shields, the
There was life
thrusters?
support, shields, thrusters, navigation, which is probably not a good idea to.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Whoa.
I think that's pretty much what you got for options, where you can take power from.
So like, there's no good choice.
No, there's not.
Well, once we unplug it, is that it?
I don't know. I
We
don't
should
know
be able
enough about circuits.
I should be able to plug it back in, right?
You can make an intelligence check if you'd like.
I'm not qualified to answer these questions.
He's not Zoxa. If it was Zoxa, that right there, technology is Zoxa's thing.
Who's making an intelligence check?
Oh, do you want me to do that?
Yeah, you can both do it if you want.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Perfect.
Oh,
That is that's a 9 minus 1.
9 minus 1. Okay, fantastic.
I got 18 plus 1. So
Wow. Okay.
I know that
Plonk. Yeah, you think that if you were to move one of these wires and combine it with another, and then later on you want to move it back, you think that shouldn't be a problem. You might have like a momentary lapse in complete power of the ship, but other than that, it should power right back up, and you should be good to go.
Okay. So, eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I think I should unplug the life support. It just does the lights and heat and stuff like that. And I think we should be good because I can plug it back in.
If you think that's best, then that is what we should do.
How long can you hold your breath?
GM, how long can I hold my breath?
You can hold your breath for 4 minutes. Same as Tagartha. Plonk can hold hers for 3.
for a bit.
Well, that's not 4 minutes isn't, or 3 minutes isn't really going to do anything.
Gotta be quicker
Will
than
it?
that.
No.
You know that it took you about a half hour to get to the first one, and you've definitely gone up at least 15 minutes to the second one.
Yeah.
We'll still have the oxygen we have right now. It may not just produce more.
You know how long that would like stay in the ship? The oxygen that we have now? Like how long it would take for us to have no oxygen?
That would be a lot of math that
I can't.
Hal would not be able to do.
We would just have probably a percentile roll to see how much air is actually circulated in there right now and how long it would end up taking for it to go out. It's up to you, whatever you want to do.
I say we try.
Okay. Unplug it.
All right, so you just all the lights immediately go off. You can see that the furnace, the engine is still going, and you can see that this power core is still going. But the basic necessities, like all of your bathroom stuff, all your kitchen stuff, goes out. You can the vents just you can feel them like power off, and no more air circulation's happening. I wouldn't say it instantly gets cold, but without any heat immediately, you can start to feel already, just start off the bat, like a slight chill. Like, you can, that the ship doesn't have heat and you are passing through nothingness space, which is very cold. So ship's getting cool. But that doesn't affect you at all, Plonk, because you have resistance to cold now. So it's just the other two who might freeze to death. Anyway, to Gartha.
I have feathers.
You're fine.
Yeah, you got plumage, you're good. It's just to Gartha, he's cold-blooded, he's just gonna freeze.
Oh, it's just a driver.
Yeah, no problem. To Gartha, I need another piloting check, please. Or survival.
6.
6. Good. Getting a little cocky now that you have more power to the ship. You decide, oh, we're almost through. Let me get these thrusters going. You get the thrusters online and you start to push through, and you're making good time for sure. But then because you're going so fast, when a lightning bolt strikes in front of you, you are unable to dodge out of the way quick enough with the ship, and you take it the full brunt of it. Let's see what happens to your ship.
It gives us light.
Momentarily, you have light, but then all power to the ship goes out.
Great.
And your ship now begins to get flung around the storm because you have nothing. You have no thrusters, no navigation. Everything is offline. Everything you just did, Plonk, is pretty much useless.
Great.
And
that's the Adventures of Plonk.
I need everyone to make it. Well, to Gartha, you're seated piloting. You don't need to make a save, but I need the other two, Cal and Plonk, to make dexterity saving throws as this ship begins to get like thrown around.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw. All good. The saving throw is 0, so that's a 16.
16. Okay.
I also got a 16. I have a +6.
Wow. All right. So yeah, both of you kind of get thrown off to the side. You kind of hit your shoulders and whatnot on the wall, but you're able to kind of brace yourself for the most part, and grabbing onto things, pulling yourself through to the front so you can strap yourselves in. But you're just getting flung around. And after maybe like 10 to 15 minutes of getting flung around, I need a Constitution save from everyone.
Now it is me who rolled the 10 but has a +6.
Ah.
7, 5 + 2.
Okay. Tagartha?
23.
All right.
Plus
Cal and
6.
Tagartha, the two of you are fine. You're used to, gross things that would normally turn someone else's stomach in battle and all those and whatnot. But Plonk, you are getting tossed around this ship. All that food that you just ate comes rocketing back up.
Yeah.
It's just, and you are behind the other two. So as everyone's getting thrown around, the upchuck is now getting chucked around the ship, covering everyone as it gets thrown around.
You're welcome.
Well, who has the highest passive perception? Let me take a. I'm assuming it is Tagartha. Look, judging by wisdom, unless someone has a bonus in perception.
Mine's a 12.
Mine's a 15.
Oh, okay. It might be you.
Yeah, I think it's me.
Yeah. So as you throw up everywhere, you kind of like go down, throw up, look up, and you went from seeing just swirling wind and lightning to seeing red. The ship gets thrown out of the storm, and it kind of spins and twists as it gets tossed, and you are now amongst an area of which you would think is astral space, but there is an ominous red glow all around you. And your ship still has no power, and it smells terrible in there.
I think I think we're here.
Please do not barf again.
Can I try to crawl back to replug the thing in?
Yeah. So yeah, you can do that, not a problem. Plugging it back in doesn't do anything. Yeah.
At least I know that if it powers back on, it'll be there. Okay.
So, what are the three of you doing? You are just kind of floating dead in space.
We did steady out though, right? We're not like.
Yeah. You might be like slightly cockeyed or a little topsy turvy, but it's you're not getting thrown around.
Okay.
Oh no.
Find some like rags or some extra cloth and like give myself a wipe down. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Okay. Clean it up a little bit.
Yep. And then we have no power.
Shall we try going to the engine and rebuilding it and trying to figure out what's wrong?
If you can, because I certainly can't.
I don't know anything about engines.
Now, do I have more knowledge in that, or do I have to make it?
You can make an intelligence check, but it's going to be a disadvantage since that's not something that you've really ever dealt with before.
Gotcha.
Why did I listen to Kubrick? I should have spent more time with Kubrick.
Oh man.
If you want, John, you can try. You can take a look at that engine and see what's going on. But like I said, it's just a disadvantage.
I'll try.
Sure. Yeah. So roll 2, take the lower option and add your bonus, which is going to be probably do investigation. How bad's it looking?
I see smiles. I see smiles of disappointment.
So it's a 4 + 1, so that's 5.
Oh yes. You go over there, you look at this engine. It looks kind of like a wood stove furnace almost. And you kind of open it up. Nothing inside. It just looks dead inside. Check the piping. Nothing seems wrong with the engine.
Well, that's it.
That's great.
So, are we just waiting for someone to rescue you? Is time passing by?
Now you said the red, the ominous glow is all around us. It's not just like something we're going towards.
Well, you can if you go to the back of the ship and look out the what is the aft? I think it's the aft, yeah. Which is the back. You can see the storm raging behind you. It looks like you got flung out of the storm, and that just ominous red glow is all around you. Obviously, besides that.
Yeah.
But yes, it is just in all directions. It's all actually. If you'd all like to make a nature check, you can all make a nature check real quick.
Oh man, just love calling out my greatest skills, huh?
Yeah, I'm good like that.
You got
I mean, to be fair, almost half of them are -1, so.
To be fair, I feel like nature checks don't come into play very often anyway.
That would be a 9.
A 9.
That would be a nat 1.
Nat 1.
Come on, Plonk, bring us home.
23.
Woo, Plonk, killing it today.
+4.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So you used to be from a system that had a yellow sun, and you then were transported magically to a system that had a golden sun. Then you were brought to a system that had a blue sun. Now you're in a different system and there's a red glow all around. I think you're thinking this is probably the sun for this system. It's giving off this red light.
Ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
I think that's the sun for this area.
A red sun.
Interesting.
Fitting for hell.
It's true. But do we need to go like into it or
Well, we came this far, we might as well.
into it? Well,
let us think for a moment.
hold on. Okay.
Fly right into the sun.
Do you think we should go into that? Sure, let's do it.
I'm just the driver, okay?
Oh man.
I've never been to the 7 depths of hell before. I was in layers.
Yeah, layers, levels, depths, whatever you want to call it.
7 layers, like an onion.
Or a cake.
Ooh, yum. 7-layer cake. Sorry. I've never been here before.
Well, no, I was gonna say, I feel like you guys, after like a couple days of just sitting in nothingness, you were actually having delirious conversations about layers of onions and cake and all these things. But yeah, time is going by. It's definitely you guys are just kind of floating in space.
How long has it been now?
Well, it depends. If you guys have any plans, we might be able to slow time a bit, but if not, you're sitting out there for probably a day and a half, 2 days so far.
Plonk, can you contact your spirit?
Entity.
I might be able to. I think so. I usually can. Or I have before. I'll try.
Maybe it can give us some advice on how to get the ship to work.
Yeah. Okay, I want to I'm gonna do the
Focus.
do the telepathy.
Sure. What would you like to say to the creator?
Hi, we're stuck. Our ship is stuck. I think we've reached close to where we need to go, but we're heading towards the red sun. Our ship doesn't have any power. That's it.
A few moments goes by. At the moment, I am indisposed, but I will make my way there as quickly as possible.
They said that they'll try to get here as quickly as possible. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but
Well, we won't be going anywhere.
So
I
not
wanna-
that cake.
no. I want to go try to look at the engine because it's like I looked at it before and it's like a furnace, right? So
You can make an investigation check if you'd like.
okay, I think we need fire. Well, not with that. Hold on. Yeah. 9 + 1.
+1, okay. Yeah, looking at it, again, it looks like a furnace. If it was a furnace, that whatever's in here, wood, coal, whatever it runs off of, it's burnt out. There's nothing there.
But it looks like a furnace.
It looks like a furnace. It doesn't mean it is a furnace. That's just a description. It looks like a wood stove, one of those old-fashioned wood stoves. I will say, after you've been kind of floating in space and your food begins to diminish and your air begins to diminish and you have no life support, it's freezing in there.
Am I over there like dying slowly?
You are shivering probably to death at the moment. You probably have a couple levels of exhaustion. Like it's getting bad. And through the delirium, you guys are all just, kind of going crazy. All of a sudden you feel the ship kind of almost as if something collides with it, but not a hard impact, but just a gentle like connection almost. So you can feel that like slight jerk in the ship. And in your stupor, in your craze, you kind of all look out the window and you see another ship docking to your ship.
Am I able to react to anything? Or am I like
Yeah, what would you like to do? Well, yeah, keep in mind, you can react, but keep in mind you're like
really slow and
you're sluggish at this point.
Did your spirit bring another ship?
I don't know who they are.
Plonk, make an intelligence check.
Perfect.
Well, we're delirious, so.
I really want that cake.
Yeah. 9.
9. Yeah, it looks familiar, but nothing's ringing a bell. But you can hear after a few moments of this ship docking to yours, you can hear on your outer door like a knocking sound.
No one's here.
Can I go and try and open the door?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Wait,
That sounds like a horrible idea.
No.
Well, no, it's great. I'm delirious. It's fine. Oh, cool. That's a total of 7.
By yourself, you don't think you can do it. Maybe with someone like Tagartha's help, but
I'm weak.
Oh, are you weak?
I think I am.
And dragon. I don't know what your strength.
Oh no, I'm safe because I'm cold and shit and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So you tried, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let me see what we got here. Aha. All right. So you as you're sitting there, Cal, you're desperately trying to open this door. Unfortunately, it's not working at the moment. But you can hear something on the other side, some type of clicking sound, or it's tough to make out specifically. But all of a sudden, power comes back to not just the door, but one of the lights in this room with you. You just get like this tiny bit of power, and the door opens like halfway. And Cal, you see standing before you, glowing with an orange embery glow. A feminine form. She has like a really nice leather armor, a rapier at her side. Fire genasi. You definitely recognize the race, like an ebony skin, but generally fire genasi have hair that kind of spark up like a flame. Hers kind of comes down flat and drapes over the shoulders. And she's, what's going on here? Plonk, you recognize Bernadette.
Yeah.
From the other campaign.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing here?
Oh, I know you.
Where's the rest of your ragtag group?
Long story. Not gonna get into it. They're fine. All great. I hope. Help us.
What do you have in it for me?
I knew this was coming. I don't know.
We don't have any money, do we?
I don't think we have any money.
Well, that's unfortunate. And she begins to close the door back up again. And she opens it. She's like, "I'm just kidding. Let's go. Get off this ship before you die."
Oh my god.
So she'll help you. She's like, "What smells so terrible in here?"
I threw up.
Oh, you're not going to do that on my ship, are you?
No, we had a bad time.
As long as we don't go through the storm again.
Oh, I'm surprised you even got through that in the first place.
Yeah, he
Wait.
did really good.
Wait, you didn't go through the storm?
No, well, if you must know, when the fire plane fell, I just simply, I'm from the celestial plane. I'm not from, I don't even know where that is, the blue star system. I've never been there. I don't know what's beyond the storms. I came from the celestial area, and
Nothing worth going to.
is that so? Lovely.
Bad time.
Well, please, we can discuss this more. I'd like to get out of this horrid stench of a cabin. And please come into my new ship.
Okay.
I would just need to really quickly check something. All right, yeah.
This is technically number one's ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's so great.
Stole it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. All right, so you all make your way onto the Obsidian Order ship.
Well, I want to grab our like rations and stuff.
You can't. What's left is like maybe a half day's rations. There's not much left.
Great.
You guys, you've spent 3.5 days getting to the storms, and then you spent another couple days kind of just drifting and not really having much besides the few food supplies. So you've been kind of eating those, rationing them.
And then I spent 30 minutes throwing it up.
Yep. Unfortunately, but you head inside. Now, none of you have ever been in the ship before, so you kind of come down from the top. There's a hatch that leads down with a ladder. There's a long hallway that kind of leads to an open, kind of like a lounge area. On either side of the hallway, there's one door on each side. You obviously don't know where those go, but she leads you down the hallway to the lounge area. She pops open the door to the cockpit, and you see that there is another feminine form in there. She has Plonk. It's similar to a satyr, but not. This satyrs are very short, maybe 3.5, 4 feet tall. This being is about 5.5 feet. She has long, I don't even remember what color it was. I think it's like a silvery white color hair. She has a pale, white-esque, almost ivory colored. And she has a tail. Her legs, like her hips down to her legs, are just fur, it looks like. And she has a tail that whips out, and she has hooves as well. Big horns that come and kind of dangle down the back of her head. And she turns around. She's like, "Hey, how's it going with all you?"
Well,
Hi.
thank you for coming to assist us.
Yeah, it's no problem. My name's Belura.
Dude,
I am Plonk.
Bernadette and I lately we've just been traveling up and down the storms here, see if we can find some people, salvage some wreckage. Yes, Belura, you do not need to tell her all of our business. That would be lovely.
Well, it seems as though you have found both here, people and wreckage.
Yeah, indeed, looks like it. You guys, you look pretty cool. Very interesting looking folks. I've never seen any folks like you before.
I've seen folks like you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm from the Feywild.
Well, I'm not.
Oh.
What do you... I'm a tiefling.
I'm a Verdon.
Never heard of you. Sorry. But
She's a tiefling with like fur and I get the hooves and the tail, but that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Anyway, we should probably get back to some solid ground, no?
Definitely.
Well, we have to go somewhere.
Bernadette looks at you. Oh, of course you do. Always with the goals and destinations. You can never just relax, can you?
No, we've been sent to do this thing. I have to do it.
Of course, yes, of course you are. Yes.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, where do you need to go? Because if it's not where we need to go, then I'm dropping you at the closest place to where we are now.
Well,
I don't think it's where you're going.
Oh no, I
Kind of puts his head down.
Ballora turns around. Hey, you never know. We travel all around.
yeah.
I'm just gonna pop in and be like, "We're going to the 7th layer, pal."
All right. Yeah, we can go there.
What?
And Bernadette's like, oh, well, now, hold on. I thought we were going to the 3rd layer. I don't really want to go to the 7th. It's very hot there. And Ballora's like, yeah, you were a fire genasi. Can't you, don't you think you'd be fine?
Actually, wouldn't it be the coolest layer? One of the coolest layers?
They both look at you confused.
Well, heat rises.
Bernadette is like, oh, Plonk.
Right?
Well, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to pass through a city like a maze, because it's very difficult to get through.
Are we going to the 7th layer? Is that where we're supposed? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember it was one of them. I wasn't sure which one.
It is.
Cool.
We were supposed to be vacationing, and she looks at Ballora.
In hell?
And she looks at you, and she's like, do you see what we are? Heat is what we love. Not too much, of course, but.
I suppose that's fair.
And she kind of just like points to her hair, which is like trickling flame. And the other girl is just like, hey, yeah, well, I'm a demon, so demon blood. So it's the hells, it's always fine for me.
Isn't it kind of scary though?
The hell?
Yeah.
No. We've lived here our whole lives.
Yeah. I'm sure it's very different from where I come from, but everywhere is really different, I'm gathering.
Hey, it's definitely a possibility. But
Well, sorry.
no, you go ahead.
Well, let's go. I don't know. Let's go.
Hey, yeah, all right. So she starts to get it, into gear, and begins to head to the hells. And as you're traversing, the red, ominous glow all around you, it gets brighter and brighter the closer you get to the planets. But from where you are currently, there's nothing exciting to see, except for one thing. As you are moving, you obviously have the storms behind you, which means the elemental chaos would be kind of to your southeast, which means the fire plane, the Great Inferno, was to your east. Not anymore. Except as you're flying toward the hellish planets, you begin to see a bright spark ignite at the elemental chaos. And all where this used to be, the Great Inferno, just begins to ignite all across the skies of of space.
Don't like that. Oh, I need to telepathy my thing to tell them that
My thing.
I need to telepathy my thing. Oh yeah.
I need to tell them that we got picked up and that
Okay.
we're good.
So yeah, you can take a moment to do that if you'd like.
Okay. I never know how to start. We got picked up. Somebody that I know found us and they picked us up and they're going to get us to the 7th layer.
You hear a response. Very well. I have completed my second task and am en route to you. Maybe some time. And yeah, as he says that, you're kind of like, oh, the fire. Oh. You kind of put it all together because he took the essence of that fire titan and brought it back to the elemental chaos where it belongs. Okay, so yeah, the ship continues. What would you like to do? You have the lounge area. Bernadette is kind of sitting up in front with Ballora.
I think I kind of want to eat something because my stomach's empty again.
You actually, as you start to rummage through your supplies for some food, you hear Bernadette kind of yell back, "Could you please just wash up first so the smell stops lingering in here?"
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Where's the shower?
She's like, head down the hallway to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, head down the hallway. On the left-hand side, there's a door.
Yep.
That open. And it looks like that hallway kind of branches into a separate hallway that continues. It's parallel with the one you just went down. But there's a series of small cupboard-like doors, and then there is one larger door.
Okay. I'm just gonna knock and then open each door as I go down until I find the shower.
The cupboard is, yeah, so you start at the left-hand side, go all the way down, you hit every single cupboard door. It looks like they're just small areas for people to sleep. Like they pop open and you can kind of feet first kind of pull yourself or push yourself inside. You can kind of sleep in there.
Okay.
But once you get down to the regular sized door, it opens up and it looks like it's very small. You kind of have to the mirror, and then you just turn and the toilet's there. You turn and like everything's just kind of like all around. But yeah, you all smell terrible. So.
Okay.
Yay.
And I know how to work the shower, right? From the last time.
Yeah, this one is like a regular shower with actual water, not the powder system. So you can turn that on normally. It doesn't seem to have hot water though. It's just kind of cold.
It's okay.
But cold doesn't affect you anyway, so.
All right, I'll take a quick shower.
Okay. So yeah, you take a quick shower, come back out refreshed, have some food. What are Cal and Tagartha doing while Plonk is
just in the lounge room trying to stay under a blanket, trying to warm up?
Waiting in line to take a shower.
All right. Yeah. Once Plonk is out, she comes out refreshed. You can head inside. Yeah, you can shower. Tagartha, do you want to shower as well?
Well, it's cold. It'll make me colder.
It's cold water. Yeah. Colder. Yeah. I forgot.
So you're gonna be the one that smells.
Yep.
But yeah, Bernadette's like, so do you all have food?
We were
Most
sent
of ours was used.
we were sent with a week's worth of rations, and we've been out for about 6 days now. So we only have about half a day's rations.
Well, I hope you have some money, and no, they don't take credits in this sector. So you hopefully have some sort of gems or precious metals or magical items or something that you can trade.
Nope.
Yeah.
Do you, Plonk?
I have some rock.
You do have a rock. I do remember that.
I have 3 rocks. I have 2 leaves.
Bernadette's just like, uh-huh.
I'm like reading this off, but Plonk is actually like rummaging through her bag, like, I've got rocks, I've got this. I have a book.
Oh, you're gonna be able to get so much money for that.
Really?
In hell, yes, for sure.
It's called Thieves Can't, or can they?
That was still my favorite one.
Bernadette's like, oh, actually, I would not mind purchasing that from you.
Well, I kind of want it.
Well, then why would you bring it up as something to trade?
I don't know. I'm just saying things that I have.
We're all still delirious. Shut up.
Let me see. Ooh. I have this ring, and pull up the ring that I put onto a necklace.
Oh yeah. You where was that found again? That was
I stole it off of the bard's dead body.
Oh, that's right. Did you ever get that looked at?
No,
Okay.
I'm
pretty sure you didn't. I'm pretty sure you didn't because you
Yeah,
guys went right
it's in the
into
necklace.
chasing after Minerva. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she'll take a look at that. She's like, is it magical or?
Well, I want to have it looked at. It might be.
Interesting.
It came off of a bard.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, you're serious.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
A huge smile.
Yeah.
It came off of a bard. What? I killed him.
Oh my God.
Me first.
Okay. So,
Awkward.
yeah. So at this point, she's like, you, depending if it's magical or not, you might be able to trade that for a significant amount of gems, gold, whatever, or just for whatever you're looking to get.
Awesome. It's really shiny.
It is, yes, it is.
That's
And
quite
then
nice.
you see from, you didn't recognize this, but you didn't see this before, but Hank, because none of your passive perceptions are even remotely okay. Oh no, that's not true. Plonk, yours
Plonk's
is
is
15
15.
now. Yeah. I keep forgetting. Your wisdom is so low, but you're very proficient in it. You actually notice Plonk dangling from one of the like something, a rafter, metal rafter in the ship. There's a white bat just hanging there.
No.
Hello.
Have I ever seen one of these before?
You have not,
Okay.
especially not of this coloration. You've seen bats, but not like this.
Oh, I want to be like, oh, hello. Who are you?
It just kind of turns its head a little bit and doesn't say anything.
Okay, I'll go to Bernadette.
Okay.
What's that?
Oh, that's Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Yes.
Cute.
And she's like, the best thing, watch this. And she snaps her fingers and Kiwi disappears. And then she snaps her fingers, and Kiwi appears on your shoulder, like crawling up.
How'd you do that?
Oh, magic. Kiwi is not a real bat, more just a magical construct, if you will.
Okay.
I'll tell you, Kiwi is quite useful in battle and also allows me to see in the dark.
Very useful.
Well, when I say in the dark, I mean in the dark at a great distance, because I can already see in the dark, but like much, much further.
I can't see in the dark.
That is unfortunate for you, Plonk.
Uh-huh.
And you hear Ballora just kind of snicker in the seat next to her. So we should be there in less than a day. I don't know what you plan on doing, but
Remembering how much I don't really like Bernadette.
well, actually, no. She would probably turn to you and be like, "Oh, how's Tita and Emmy?" And Ballora just kind of like looks at her with this look like,
I get really sad.
What's wrong? Please tell me that they're both okay.
I don't know. I had to leave Tita and Minerva. And I don't know if they're okay. I
Well,
sent them a message saying that I was okay, but I never heard anything back.
Perhaps they didn't know they could respond. Maybe next time, let them know. I would very much like to know how they're doing.
Maybe
Well,
I can try again.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I can try talking to them again.
Yes, of course. Now, Plonk, I will let you know, besides reaching out with this ability to the creator, you are unable to do it to anyone else unless you are fused with the creator at the moment.
Okay. So the only reason I was able to do it then was because I was in that thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Well,
once he comes to pick up this essence of whatever you're about to, engage next, you could potentially, be like, "Hey, fuse with me so I can hit up my friends."
Come here for a second. I need to use the phone.
can I use your phone?
We do have communication systems, but they're not long range. They're short range. But maybe if you could find a ship that has longer range communication, you could reach out to them that way. Are they still in that rust bucket of a ship?
I think so.
That is unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
She's like, "Good thing I have this," and she taps the nice newer Obsidian Order ship.
And I look around and I'm like, wait a minute. Like it all comes together.
Yes. Did you not recognize it? This is not my ship. Well, it is now, but it was that that ruffians.
Number one?
Yes.
Mm.
Hey, at least we can agree on something.
I don't like him.
No. I'm surprised that even number 4 likes him. Ugh.
Yeah. Wait. Like everything's like, wait, what?
Oh, you don't know that?
Everything's like being like put together. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, all the pieces. Yeah, all the pieces are being put together for
wait,
Plonk.
what?
What, did you not know? That's the whole reason he took Minerva in the first place, was to find her.
Did I know that?
I don't know. You were with them. Doesn't mean you were paying attention as Plonk.
Probably not.
Ballora kind of turns back. She's like, "Hey, so we should be there in a few more minutes. Is there any place you want to let down? I could take you to the main city." And I will say that if you all want to look out the forward, like I don't know, observatory screen deck, whatever, you can see that there are a series of 9 planets, very small planets, that they're kind of juxtaposed amongst each other in like a weird pattern. But what you do see is there is this sickly green river of sorts that kind of intersects and crosses through all the way through each planet in a different location for each planet. So it might be, you might see it come in straight on this one and then kind of curve up and go up through the next and twirl around. So it circulates through the entirety of all of the 9 planets from what you can see. And Ballora's like, well, it looks like we're going to be heading, you said the 7th?
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. And she begins to set a course for the 7th. You can see that sickly green water as she begins to kind of take her way down to the planet, and you're heading to where that main city is. You can see that right in the center of this main city, that water, that stream kind of forms through to the next. But also, looking at the city from above, it is a labyrinth of walls and buildings and streets. And the ground, it's like a cracked limestone look to it. Every once in a while, you can see steam and heat rising up. And more of the outskirts of the city, you can see cracks with thin little streams of lava. And yeah, like I said, right in the center, there's this massive, it looks almost like something pierced through this planet to provide connection with this, whatever this river is. And Ballora's like, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to park in the city. We're going to have to park on the outskirts and make our way in.
Will you be coming with us?
I could. It doesn't matter to me. I know the city pretty well. I could definitely show you around. Bernadette's like, oh, really, Ballora, really? First we bring them to a planet we weren't even going to, and now you're going to be a chauffeur? Come on.
Didn't you say you were on vacation?
Every day's vacation for us.
Then why does it matter where we go?
I suppose it doesn't. Fine, but I'm getting a drink.
Me too. Do you think they have coffee?
They do, but it is decaffeinated. This is hell, after all.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Oh.
If you're looking for liquor, good luck finding anything but firewater.
Hate that.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Also, Plonk, if you are planning on eating food here, you may want to bring your own. It is very, very spicy. Everything that you get is very, very spicy. I love it personally, but good luck. So Ballora lands.
Side note.
Yes.
Did the being tell me exactly where, like, what I needed to get from here?
No.
Great.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Well.
But as Ballora lands and you begin to exit the ship, Plonk, give me a charisma check.
Charisma. Great.
4 plus 3, 7.
Okay. So the 5 of you begin to, well, Ballora locks up the ship, obviously. And the 5 of you begin to make your way to one of the massive cast iron gates that leads into this huge maze-like city. And that's where we're going to end for the evening. Nice job, everyone. You made it through the storms alive.
Made it!
Barely.
You made it.
Just barely.
But yeah. Oh, yeah, that was great. You found an old ally, made another new friend, and you're about to head into the city. This is good stuff. Everyone, stay tuned for episode 4 of Just the Tips. Definitely is going to be fantastic. Like always, always such good videos, quality, high quality videos coming from Reserve Inspiration.
Nothing but.
Nothing but. But we will see you next week, unless you pop in on Friday to see our main campaign at 7 on Twitch. See you then.
Bye.